because he's got G on one side of his arse, and he's got Jira on his other side of his arse. And all he needs to do is bend over and spread his cheeks, and then you can see the full tattoo.
Welcome to this live episode of the DRT show. Today we're talking about the DLC from Nintendo that isn't getting any more DLC, Final Fantasy 16 getting a DLC, Nintendo Direct incoming, and we answer questions live on Twitch. So stick around and enjoy the show.
There we go.
Oh,
boy.
wait.
That's us now.
Oh boy.
Well, fuck. You beeping yourself. Try to beep me, you bastards.
I did.
Censor me, motherfucker.
I tried.
Episode 15. Episode 15, we're live, and KB and Kenzo Bay, hello, welcome, and good to see you.
Welcome in. I tell you what, honestly, this is the thing. You just thought, I know, we're not doing it well enough, you know, on Spotify and YouTube and all that. We have to ruin it on Twitch.
Fucking right. Let's fucking go. Kenzie, thank you for the 17 months. Holy
17
shit.
months.
You're an
baby.
absolute diamond. So usually when we record this stuff, there's like 10 minutes of waffle that we have to edit out because James is very expletive in the first 10 minutes. He has to get all out.
I gotta get it all out.
In the last 10 minutes have been us just saying, let's know. We've been on call for the last 20 minutes, no saying a word because it's leave for the podcast. Leave for the podcast. Fuck, leave for the podcast. That's what it's like. James, like, my handsome companion, what's happening? Tell me, what's going on?
Not a great deal over here, to be honest with you. It's like 1 billion degrees in the UK right now, hence the tank top. I couldn't bear it being in here in a full thing. I'm not actually wearing anything below this either. That was just for you. You've seen it, but
I've
yeah,
been there. Been there, done that.
It's just for you, baby. But no, there's been a bit of editing going on this week. I've been doing a video with a fellow friend, all to be revealed.
Oh shit!
Top secret.
Toasty's raiding.
Oh,
Toasty, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for bringing everybody.
No.
Well, everybody, we are the Review Ting. It's myself, Graham, and James, my lovely companion.
Nah, it's fine.
I don't know why it's coming through because I've got my audio coming through my fancy pants headphone here, so I keep forgetting that's
keep forgetting that's the thing.
Better not fucking mute anything now. Chris, man, thanks man for the raid, man. How was the RE randomizer? I was lurking, touching myself, watching you.
Yeah, same.
But I was trying to get all this stuff ready, so I didn't want to annoy you. He was touching himself over me touching myself, or you.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I'm not wearing anything below this, so you know, it's all getting rather kinky up in here. But,
yeah.
But yeah, no, everything's good over here. How are you getting on, buddy? How's your week been? I hear you've been fiddling.
I've been fiddling. If you could see Spaghetti Junction on my desk there this morning, it was all fucking over the gaff.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Like, I can't really complain. It's fun. It's intriguing. I love burning my fingers. I don't know how many times I've burnt my fingers in the last fucking 12 hours.
Oh, really?
But, that's all part of it.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do, though?
See, that's what I figured. I figured the more you solder and the more you burn, the less it's going to hurt further down the line. Do you know what I mean?
That's the way I look at it.
I had like this fucking heated tip solder, like desoldering pump, and like arsehole me, the fucking tippet was falling off. So I just went. I actually just went to grab it, and then no, I did that. I fucking wish I did. That would have been a lot less painful. Because I fucking twisted the thing, and then I wasn't thinking about it. I just went, oh yeah, and then that was it. Like, oh shit, we got John in. Glass shatters. John, hello.
How's it going, John? So the way we're gonna lay this episode out is we're gonna talk a bit about the news, and then we're gonna open, as we're on Twitch, we're gonna open it up. So if you guys have got any questions, save it to the end. And we'll answer whatever you want to know, because I know there's some people with questions. So
they're just going to see what happens. Like,
well,
I don't think we're being this medicinal.
Well, it sounds a little bit professional, really, doesn't it? But that's the idea. That's the idea.
No, I want this to be fucking chaos. Like, I want this to be fucking off the chart, fucking destruction.
Yeah. How's it going, DJ Bob, as well? Welcome in.
DJ Bob. I was actually thinking about you earlier on when I was burning fuck at my fingers, but whatever.
You self-harming, just thinking of you.
Is it
So
hard
no,
to enjoy it?
we were talking about some B movie
I can actually
horror
still
stuff.
feel
I
it.
just you just
I'm just gonna be sitting here going like this.
yeah. You're watching the video right now. It's literally just Graham just rubbing his fingers. Just But no, we were talking about some really bad B movies out there because I was saying about this amazing
Bad.
film called.
Excuse your
No,
fucking cheek.
no. Hear me now. Hear me now. No, I was saying about the fact that Bob introduced me to a film called Pest with John Leguizamo,
God.
or however you say his name.
Oh,
So we got onto that, and I sent Bob the trailers as well because I know he's a fan.
Well, for Lamageddon and Slaughterhouse.
That's exactly what I did.
Even saying Slaughterhouse is amazing. You sound Irish when you say it. Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
I think I'm hearing myself when you're thing sometimes.
Oh,
I don't know if it's because I'm talking too loudly.
Let me turn you down.
Me?
Let me turn you
Talk
down.
too loud? Never.
I forever.
Sharknado 1 and 2, both fucking amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we were just talking because I want to watch Velocipaster again. That film is
Fuck
amazing.
yes, we're waiting for Velocipaster 2 to come out as well. It sounds amazing.
It's got to be done.
Thanks, Killing. Oh man, keep them coming. We need more.
Oh,
We need all the jank we can get.
we need to make a thing in the Discord. Just drop everything in there about all the bad movies, all the great B movies. Should we
Cocaine
say?
Bear as well. I need to fucking still watch Cocaine Bear as well.
I've got that ready to go. I just haven't got around to watching.
You know what I watched last night for the first time in fucking years was The
that?
Shining. I forgot how good The Shining is.
Nice.
It's fucking, oh my god. I watched a video breakdown on it the other day because I was learning how to critique stuff. Ooh. And he's basically gone through all the, all the Easter eggs, my apologies. And all the kind of wee bits that Stanley Kubrick done to kind of fuck with your head when like you're watching it and stuff like that. Yeah. And when you're watching it, you start noticing them all. It's like, ooh. So I'm going to start doing it on my videos. Make people really uncomfortable watching my videos more than even are.
Well, do you know what? I've recently gone back and watched all the Aliens. Those are absolutely amazing. Like I watched. So when my wife was very unwell and in the hospital with the whole pregnancy thing, there was a couple of nights where she had to stay overnight, and literally I just sat there and watched all of the Alien movies. And then I found out, is it Bill Paxton? What's the dude's name again?
Paxton.
Paxton, that's the one. Yeah. I didn't realize he died.
Over, man.
He died in like 2017 from an operation that he didn't even need to have, apparently. So his family like sued, and it was like a whole thing. I was like, what? That's sad.
He was getting his willy enlarged.
Wow. Yeah.
That's what happened.
They didn't say
what
surgery.
That's what happened. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. Oh,
it was.
I have a good authority. There you go. Graham told me.
There you go. I'm just going to tell everybody that. He was getting his willy made bigger.
John just says, just have a video with no LEDs. No,
that's fucking chaos. How dare you?
Even
right, do you know what we'll do? Do I just get started in a couple of the newsy bits I've got written down because otherwise we could just sit here chatting shit all fucking day.
It's what I love to do. But yeah, no, that's fine. Let's get into it.
I've just collected some of the articles. I've read into them, but I've no put any notes down because again, this is just one, I couldn't be arsed. Two, my index finger was there because of the burn and the typing. And then
oh god, we're gonna hear about this the whole stream now.
Aye. Yeah. Fucking right.
Come on, let's get into it.
First thing. So all the news lately has been about fucking Baldur's Gate and Starfield. I feel everything. Actually, like I was going through the news and it's like Baldur's Gate this, Starfield that. One thing that I came across that I thought was super fucking was just funny because I love this stuff. Was there was a mod, like if you modded Starfield, it removed the achievements for you. Yeah. But the modding community have only then and went and done a mod to modify that so your mods are enabled when you're using mods. Or your achievements are enabled when you're using your mods. Fucking boom. I fucking love that stuff. It's like all the shit for like fucking when there's a security update. And then they're like, haha, we've got them now. Oh fuck. Like literally like 7 minutes later. It's like, well fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of the community. Do you know what I mean? Like, you make a mod. Oh well, you can't have any of your game achievements. Well, actually,
fuck
we will sort that out.
Make it in.
This game though is I've noticed that. So like obviously your DLC game was like big the earlier part of the year. Then it was Diablo 4 that was like everywhere. Then that kind of died down. Baldur's Gate 3 come out. This seems to be the big thing at the moment.
I love how you go your DLC game.
Yeah.
Then there was nothing else until fucking Baldur's Gate 3 came out or Diablo came out. We'll just gloss over your shit Netflix game, will we?
Well, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. Okay,
But that's what's funny, and I am looking forward to getting into Starfield because I've chucked it down later in the episode, but I may as well say it now. But the Game Pass for, is it this month, is going to have Lies of P, Solar Ash, and Starfield on it. So that's going to be an absolute fucking hoot and a half. So I might.
It actually drops today, as of the recording of this episode. It is out today on Xbox Series X, S, PC, and Cloud. So there you go. Yeah. The other game actually that you put that is on that list is Grist. That's quite a fun little game.
I've not looked into that. No, it's Lies of P is what I'm looking forward to because I fucking loved the demo.
Yeah, that's like another couple of weeks away though, isn't it?
That's the
like 2 weeks yesterday. Yeah, 2 weeks yesterday. So, yeah, there you go.
Starfield is Skyrim in space, so there's mammoths spawning in the sky and crushing you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chris says Baldur's Gate 3 is Game of the Year. It is a speedrun category called Sexy Any Percent. That's what I'm going to start calling you from now on, James. The Sexy Any Percent.
Absolutely.
Any percentage.
I'd probably just about make the 0.5 of that percent. But that's all good.
This has been a fucking smashing year for games, like.
Oh, do you know what? Like, this is one of the top years for gaming that I've seen for a long time. I mean, there's just been tons, and it's not finished yet. It's not like, oh well, that's it now. You know, this Starfield was the last game to come out. We still got Spider-Man 2. That's going to be coming out soon. You know,
Alan Wake 2 has been delayed though.
I mean, I thought you weren't going to bother with that because digital only.
Oh, I remembered when I was reading it, there was something against this.
You got very angry about it.
I can't remember what I got angry about.
You're like, fuck that.
Like, fuck that shit, fucking Alan Wake.
I'm not playing this game.
Fuck. I need to watch the episode to remember why I was raging, so I can realign with why I was fucking annoyed.
Absolutely.
Fucking bastards, Alan Wake. Hurts. Fuck.
God damn it. Why? But anyway. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. I can't really think of anything else I'm excited for. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else that I'm excited for. I don't think that Sonic game's out yet. Oh no, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's another one. I'm looking forward to that. Tekken 8 is until next year. That game I'm really excited for though. Really excited.
Really.
So yeah. But no, there's some good stuff.
We're speaking of the DLC game. Wow. Nintendo have basically announced that there's not going to be any further DLC for the DLC game.
Well, to be fair, the game in itself was a DLC, so you can't really. I mean, like, yeah, you get a mod for a mod, but you can't DLC a DLC.
Exactly. Starfield, thank you. You know, when you just release a finished game, or a finished DLC, and there's nothing else you can add to it, you know,
Frontiers DLC.
There's no point.
Actually. That's going to be a good one.
Oh,
but do you know what game is getting some DLC?
What? Do you know why it's getting DLC though? For the opposite reason why the DLC doesn't need DLC.
People actually want it. That's why,
fucking
Graham.
My shit. Because they were like, oh, this game's nothing's happening with this game. We need to give. There's more game. True. We need to give people. That's 100% true, James.
Stop it.
100%.
Stop it. No.
Final Fantasy 16 is getting free DLC because it needs it. Because it needs to expand on the story a wee bit more. Because people are playing it and handing it in. Because it's shit. And then it's getting. Oh wait. Oh no. They're handing it in because it's being ported to PC, which is going to be the best way to play it.
Stop it. No, it's been rumored for a little while, but the PC version has now been made official by the game's producer, and I can never say his name right, Naki Yoshida.
Yes.
And yeah, apparently he revealed that actually, yes, there is going to be not one, no, 2 DLCs that are definitely happening.
Because they can't finish the game on time, and then they can't finish the first fucking PC DLC. So they're like, oh, we need to cut in 2. We need to release more DLC for this unfinished game.
All right, yeah, no. no,
We
no.
need to get ready
What
for
they've
the PCs. What they're saying.
Stop it. But no, what they're
Stop
saying
it.
is that fans have actually like really been hankering for more of the story, and the
All
story
10
is
years.
complete.
All 10 years you've
Final
been
Fan
asking for it.
Stop it, you. Final Fantasy 16 was a complete story, and it was a fantastic story.
So why is there more
Easily up
DLC
there
then?
for
Oh, so wait a minute. So it's Final Fantasy 16, but it's not the final Final Fantasy 16. So there's 2 more iterations of Final Fantasy 16 to come out. So they've lied to us again. Square Enix have fucking lied to us again.
We know you're watching.
Anyway, continue with your piece of shit Final Fantasy. What you saying?
Well, no, it's obviously not, because people are actually wanting more, and if it was just 1 or 2 people, like you continually
It's
say,
10. 10.
10.
All
Yeah,
right,
they're
11.
gonna do this
Let's say
DLC
11.
for 10 people. Yeah. Oh,
Aye,
right.
they will like. They
Yeah,
10 people.
whatever.
They are
Yeah.
giving that Final Fantasy DLC some more DLC because they heard that James likes DLC.
Kenzie. Don't encourage him.
Oh,
But no,
do.
honestly, it's at a point now where we're stop it. Come on, John, back me up here. But anyway, yeah. So there is some more Final Fantasy goodness coming, so I'm excited for that. So yeah,
Good. So that's going to finally finish the game and make it a final game. They're going to release a Final Fantasy. Well, we move on because you're looking a bit flushed there. You know what was leaked online that I'm rather excited about?
go on.
Is the roster for Mortal Kombat 1.
Now, it's funny because you sent me this, and it just took. I saw a meme. I think it was this morning of like a Mortal Kombat roster, and it was.
Where it was like
really...
Trump and Biden and fucking
Yeah,
Obama and Oprah and all
I'm
that
sure
stuff.
I sent it to you. It was so good, and I literally thought, I was like, no, they haven't done that, have they? They surely haven't.
They fucking well,
Kim Jong Il and stuff.
Well, and it's when I got to Stephen Hawking. That's when I lost it. I fucking lost it when I saw Stephen Hawking.
But do you know what? That's a Mortal Kombat game that I think I could get on board with.
Oh, 100%. Making Mortal Kombat great again by having all these fucking. Imagine fucking. Oh, who else was it? There was fucking. Keanu Reeves was the last one, but he saw it for like a split second. Like he was the last character, and then it fucking cut back to the start again.
Yeah, tell me about it. Honestly, it was so good. But yes, this is this whole lineup has been leaked, so we've got quite a lot of characters. Really, I mean, I'm not going to ring them all off there, but there's quite a few of the well-known characters in there. They haven't said anything about any other sort of cameo characters, though. So, you know,
Well,
they've got a cameo roster, but it's all people from Mortal Kombat. They haven't added in, like, what was it before? It was Mortal Kombat 10 or something. They had like Terminator and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm surprised that none of that's been leaked yet. But yeah, no, like I said, it seems to have all the fighters you would want in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, like it's got all the standard ones, like, but like when it says the cameo roster there, like it's got fucking Motaro and Goro and all that. So I'm excited for that. But it's got like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but then on the main roster, it's obviously got Scorpion and Sub-Zero then. So I don't know, are they going to be like the primary ones are like their new version, and then the cameo ones are like their older version?
Well, from my understanding, this is like a reimagining of the Mortal Kombat games.
That's what I'm saying.
Some of the character designs are slightly different and what have you, but yeah. It should be very good. I am looking.
I just remember that Motaro cunt. He was fucking brutal.
Yeah, you.
I remember being stuck with Motaro for fucking ages. I can't remember what Mortal Kombat it was, but then when I go past them and I go to fucking Shang Tsung, it was what's the big cunt's name again? Shao Kahn. Was that him?
Shao Kahn.
The final.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
When I go to him, I fucking minced him. Yeah. Motaro was the fucking hardest boss, and he was like half the size of the fucking screen as well.
I just realized this is actually releasing very soon as well. This is releasing on the 19th of September for PC, PS5, Switch, Xbox, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, no, like I said, that's cool. I am excited to play
there's going to be a day one update patch. Yes.
That's what you want to hear.
Fucking
that's what
love
you want to hear.
We are 70 quid game, you want a day one up patch. Fuck yes.
There's a mod being released for it as well. Have you heard about the mod?
Oh, I love mods.
Do you remember in the original one, the little dude that pops in and goes, Toasty?
Toasty. Aye.
Yeah? Now it's got John going, hello.
Oh yeah. I know we downloading that mod. Sorry, John.
No, that. Graham don't want that one.
No.
I would imagine that it runs pretty bad. I've got Mortal Kombat 10 on. I want to say it's 10.
Why'd you just
11?
assume it's going to run bad? Why'd you
Because
just
Mortal
assume
Kombat
that?
11 struggled on the Switch. Like, I have that for Steam Deck and it runs absolutely fine. And then I have it on Switch and it runs pretty poorly.
Oh,
It looks like the graphics and the boot times and all that kind of stuff are all a bit all over the place. But
okay.
Yeah.
Think it takes a bit longer to load like and stuff like that?
Yeah, compared to the Steam Deck, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're talking an extra 20 seconds, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but you sit there quietly for 20 seconds. It's a long time.
You have to sit there with your own thoughts for 20 seconds. I fucked up.
Yeah, you're just like, nah, I know.
Because then you will start thinking, it's like, fuck, why is it called Final Fantasy when there's so many more?
But yeah, no, thank you. Don't want that. It's gonna be good. Don't want that.
Don't want that. Sure, try it. Like, I'll get a bash on Switch. Like, I've not played Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch, and I've not looked into it, but I'll.
This will be a PS5 game because I want to see how beautiful the game is. To be honest with you,
well, so it's going to be a PC game. Like, if you want to see it better, it's going to be on PC. We are $2,000 GPUs. It's going to look amazing.
My GPU isn't $2,000.
GPU
isn't even.
Fuck, my fucking GPU will start fucking smoking if I even try to install the fucking game.
Mine's just like a little hamster in a fucking dumpster. That's what mine is. Legit, that's what mine is. So yeah, no.
John says PS5... we need to know. Does James know? We need to know. Does James know that it's been leaked that Final Fantasy VII remake is being ported to the Switch too?
I do not know that.
Really fucking hard to say.
Apparently, you struggle with words today.
We need to know. Does James know that it's been leaked that Final Fantasy VII remake has been ported?
I did not hear that or know that. But to be truthfully honest with you again,
well,
I mean, we'll
fucking Google-y-roo.
I'll be playing that on my PlayStation Portal probably.
5 feet away from your PS5.
That's right. Absolutely right. No, I gotta be fair. I just no. Nah.
Ah, that's interesting.
Go on.
So it says rumor. Salt pitch. My fingers. Nintendo Switch 2 powerful enough to run Final Fantasy VII remake like a PS5.
Ooh.
I'd like to know what the like a PS5 means. I can start the game like a PS5.
Oh dear. I don't know. I mean, that's obviously all speculation until we start seeing numbers of what the specs are for the Switch 2. I'll believe it when I see it, because they always run off the whole older hardware, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that will actually make sense. I mean, I'd like it to be, but nah, I don't know. I'm
like we're saying in another episode, like when you asked me what I'd want to see in a Switch 2, it would be made in line with like a Steam Deck style system.
Yeah,
but with like 100%. A cartridge slot. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool, and I hope that they do the backwards compatibility thing and all that kind of jazz, because it needs to happen. But can they really achieve that on a Nintendo Switch?
It's the Switch stands now, but that's what I'm saying. The form factor there now is there because you've seen it already. Yeah. It depends what they use. Because you already use the Tegra chips for the Switch, so they've already started using kind of PC style components.
This is going to be one of the few times where I'll actually stick up for the Switch. But I will say that obviously that system when it released was older hardware, and that was like 6, nearly 7 years ago now. So I would hope that the new one's going to be a lot more powerful and have a lot more to it. But I don't know. I don't.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it now. Like,
I'll be playing it on PlayStation anyway.
I'm going to fucking stick up for N64. Well, the N64 as well. But Nintendo, because I'm a fucking fanboy. Like,
welcoming in Quack. Quack is in.
Quack Twitch. Fuck yes. Hello Sarah, welcome in. She's driving, but hi Sarah. Jesus, didn't crash.
Let's go, Sarah.
Oh, Mel, hello. Thanks for the sub. Jesus, 3 months. Thanks a million. Just noticed the Opeth tattoo. He's going to take his shirt off if you stick around for another 50 minutes. We're going to
Honestly,
Going to an
I am
OnlyFans
sweating
segment.
right now. It is disgustingly hot in this room.
There's only like maybe like an inch away from nippy for this side here.
I mean, it's
No.
getting there. It's
It
getting
just
there.
takes one reach over to that PSP shelf, and there's going to be some X-rated content. That's what happened. Mind the one that was getting fucking railed on stream by her boyfriend, and she forgot to log off, and she's getting smashed in the background.
Is that what we got to do? So when you come over, we got to do.
No, that's what I'm saying. We can beat that by now because you just need to reach for that PSP game that's up there, and then when you reach for that, there's just going to be a wee nippy slippy, and that's going to be enough. That's it. We're going to get banned for a week. People are going to start being like, "Why the fuck were they banned?" They'll be like, "Because the big sexy Welsh one got his nippy out." And then we'll be flooded with fucking subs. I'm telling you, James, it's on you, man. You're the fucking sex appeal of this channel.
We've nearly put Mel off. She's ready to leave. She
Jesus,
don't want to see that.
That's harsh. Well, look, if we need to lose 1 mil to gain 100 like thirst traps for James, then I'm afraid that's the way it's going to have to be. Like, I'd rather we didn't, but at the same time.
All right, we're derailing here. Let's not talk about my nips.
So there's going to be a Nintendo Switch Direct, a Nintendo Direct in September.
Nintendo Switch Direct
leaker. That's the thing I said. It's on Target. They're all going to do the same thing. Blah 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 blah. We'll move on. So, this tickled my old pickle because this is a game that I am going to be talking about very soon. I cannot fucking wait. I've been playing it earlier on, and it's so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
The former F-Zero GX producer wants to work with Nintendo again. So he doesn't say directly that I want to work for Nintendo again. It says if Nintendo would call, he would be there, which is fair fucking enough. So again, this is the producer who worked on F-Zero GX for the GameCube, and basically there's rumors that the GX is going to be remade for Switch some point this year. We're still waiting to see it, so I highly doubt it. But F-Zero is a franchise that needs to come back soon because I fucking love this game with a passion. I love the series with a passion.
This game is long overdue being brought back. I don't know why they haven't. Was it the last one released in 2003? That was 20 years ago. We've been 20 years at this point without an F-Zero game. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a good one to kind of go off on, but I think there's a call in for it, and I think I'm not being funny. Like I don't know if you remember a few years ago now. They released they re-released like a trio of Wipeout games because Wipeout was my jam back then. And like that was amazing. It came in like a little PlayStation cardboard box slipcover thing. It was really like good. They could totally do something like that if they didn't want to remake an entire new game, but I would love it if they made a new one in the style of GX. Do you know what I mean? It needs to happen, and I don't get why it hasn't. It's Nintendo being Nintendo, your favorite company of all time being as they always are, like they are. But at the same time, this is long. Like
overdue. They didn't release their fucking most popular franchises every fucking generation. No, they didn't do that. No, they didn't release their popular franchises every fucking gen.
We forget about the DLC.
But a DLC for Final Fantasy, they have to release twice to finish the game. Shall we move on? But F-Zero GX, I am thoroughly looking forward to this. If it does be remade, that would be dead on for me.
Yeah. Can I just say as well?
No, you can't. Moving
on your promotion and listen to Gojira all day. Quack Twitch has got a promotion, so congratulations to you, buddy.
Good man.
And also, he's been listening to Gojira, so it's all good. I would show you my Gojira tattoo, but that's very poorly done, unfortunately.
Oh,
so, I know. I'm gonna get this arm pretty much covered. I've been. His
Gojira tattoo is amazing because he's got G on one side of his arse, and he's got Jira on his other side of his arse, and all he needs to do is bend over and spread his cheeks, and then you can see the full tattoo.
That's right. Ooh. Arby's, yes, please.
Arby's.
No, I was actually thinking this was something I was going to say about as well. Is like I actually had a dream the other night. I gotta share this with you. I had a dream the other night. I dreamt that I, for some reason, went to Europe. I couldn't tell you where in Europe it was because I didn't understand the accents or anything like that. Europe. I mean, well, true. It was an island, but
Oh.
I was in some kind of foreign country, and then I ended. I don't know how. It was all a bit weird. Went on a bike ride along a coastal path, and then found one of my friends, and I was asking her about tattoos, and then ended up getting tattooed, and then woke up just as it was about to happen, rather. And then I was like, I need a tattoo. I need to get some more ink. So that was my really random dream that I just thought I'd blurt out very quickly. Right,
You could have cut that down to I had a dream I got a tattoo and then woke up on I wanted to get a tattoo.
Hey, listen, it's you've known me for long enough now. That's not how I roll. I will give you all the boring details.
Oh, fuck, that was amazing though. I went to bed at 8:10, or was it 8:15? No, it's 7:15 because I just
Should we
put
get
on
tattooed in
toast.
Portland?
No, I had toast already, and
Should we
then
get
no, it was
tattooed in Portland,
10:15.
Graham? Serious question. Serious
and
question.
then-
Should we get tattooed
And then
in
I went to
Portland?
bed, but I thought it was my bed, but it wasn't it? Oh wait, aye, we should 100% get tattooed in Portland.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I was waiting for you to finish that.
Sorry, I finished that a long time ago.
Apparently so. Tattoos in Portland sounds like a good
Sounds
idea,
good.
and it sounds like all our friends that are coming.
I'm going to
on
get
board, so
James's face and my inner thigh.
I'm gonna get Graham's face
like
tattooed
right
just
there.
above my nipple, so when I'm licking it, I can see that sexy boy.
You know, stage state, so your nipple's like my nose, and it's like you're rubbing my nose.
That is hot.
That's hot. I'm gonna get a B on one side of my ass and a B on the other side of my ass. So that I
Oh,
can
the
just
classic
say
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
Then I'll get a DJ tramp stamp. So it'll be DJ. Now bend over. Say Bob.
Oh my god. Right.
Listen.
Should we go over to the questions? Has anyone got any questions that they want to ask?
Well,
is there anything...
Somebody asked a question earlier.
what was the
John
question?
has
I
apparently
missed
got loads of questions. Give me a second
Yeah.
now, because it was a very important question. I was like, "Fuck, I'll need to remember that."
Okay.
And
And you've lost it.
oh
KB
man,
has a question.
it was so fucking important. Oh, why does the PSP suck? For KB
Ah, God.
and the floor is yours, James. Go.
Right. What I will say is PSP doesn't suck, but actually KB has got a point.
I feel like I need to have some like motivational music behind you. Go on, give us your speech, and I'll do the fucking Terminator theme song. Go on.
So the PSP. PSP is an amazing console. I don't care who says any different. It really is. But no, KB is right. Why is Sony being so anti-consumer? I do not know what the hell is going on. I am a Sony pony, and I do love I am. I'm a Sony pony. I do absolutely adore Sony. But what I will say is, have you seen what they've done this week? They have hyped up the prices of the online to a ridiculous price. Why? Who knows? It's like 30% higher than what it was before. Are you getting anything for it? No. Are you hell? Do you know what I mean? It's just like, what are they actually thinking? I don't know what the game plan is. I don't know what they're up to. It's just really bizarre. It's like with the Portal. They could have gone back and made that thing a lot better. Yeah, I know I'm probably.
But the Portal is the new PSP.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
It's PSP, PlayStation Portal, and it's the handheld that follows on for the PSP, the PS Vita. Just saying, like.
Oh god, we'll get into the PS Vita in a minute. But what I will say is, I don't understand, and it's getting harder and harder by the day to actually be like. It's getting harder and harder by the day to actually be like, yay, Sony, because it's really getting to a point where it's just like obscene. The things that they're doing, and there's no reason, there's no rhyme, there's no like, yo, we're doing this because actually we're working on da la la la. It's nothing. It's just like, oh, cool, we're going to bump the prices up 30%. Oh, cool, we're going to bring out this handheld that's streaming only for PS5. It's just, I don't know what's going on over there at the moment. And it's consistent with their sort of track record of like, like the PS3 wasn't so great. The PS4 was great. The PS5, not really doing so great. I love my PS5. I think it's a fantastic system. I think everyone should get one. I think the controller is next level. I have my reasons for having them. But do I think they could be doing more? Absolutely. And I'm not seeing where they're doing that at the moment. They're keeping the cards very close to their chest. I'm just hoping that over the next couple, money is basically the reason.
That's
but
motivation for everything.
Yeah, but I would hope that they sort their shit out. I mean, we still got Tokyo Games Fest. I think that was what it's called. I'm trying to think of is it Tokyo Game Fest?
I don't know. John just said settle down.
All right, I'll settle down.
No, you're fair enough. Like,
no, and that's fair. That's fair. Sin, if you felt the PS3 was bad, that's fair. I think the PS4 was a fantastic system. I think there's thousands of great games on there. I think I love that system. But what I'm just trying to say here is that it seems to be consistent that they do good things with the console, then they do bad things with the console. They do good things, and we're just in that bad things for a console right now. As much as it pains me to say it, do you know what I mean? I'd like Sony to sort their lives out and get on it and stop being such douchebags about everything. But that's apparently not the way it's going.
This seems like video content, James.
I mean,
you need to have a full in-depth breakdown. Why is PlayStation dropping the ball? Even though it was only the last episode we were talking about that Metro article that says, are they taking their feet off the gas? And we were like, are they fuck? And now it's this month, now it's this week, we're like, they are a bit like, maybe they were right.
maybe Metro isn't so bad. No, I honestly don't know. It's a very weird thing. But yes, I could probably do a video about that. I think that's definitely something I should do, because I just feel really disheartened over the whole thing, because it's like, I'm Sony, let's go. I love their systems, and then they're like, here, we're gonna bump the price up. We're not really gonna give you many games. It's just like, ugh.
And then we're going to charge you a $10.
You make it hard to love you, Sony. I know you're watching, but you make it hard to love you.
Anyway, I think that's all the questions that we had was about you and your PSP.
Apparently so. So,
but that's fair enough. That's understandable.
That was a good question, though, KB, and I think you're right. It needs to be sorted out. It needs to happen. So there you go. But
there you go.
Any more questions for us, guys? Oh, hold on, John's.
Oh god, 2 secs.
John's working out how he can ask me if why the PSP sucks. Probably.
Why have you given up on PSP? That's going to be the next question. Why have you given up on PSP, James?
Here we go.
No, I'm asking you now. Why have you given up on PSP, James?
Oh, stop it.
Because only last week you were saying.
What is the meaning of life?
42. Next question.
42. Yeah. I tell you another thing actually that I was going to say though is I hacked the fuck out of my Vita the other week after your beautiful video, and I have been enjoying that quite a lot actually, more than I thought I would. Not that I wasn't into Vita, but I was always like, PSP, but I can play PSP, Vita, and PS1 all on one system, and that's kind of a turn on. It's like, oh yeah, the good stuff.
Your audio keeps cutting out from me for some reason.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh no,
that's not good.
But anyway, it's not about PSP, PS Vita, no, PS Vita, PS1, PSP.
I was saying you can have all the greatness on one system, so I've been enjoying that quite a bit.
You're still not picking you up.
Really? Oh no. That's not good. Why is that happening? Or are you just intentionally winding me up?
Oh, no, I'm not winding you up. You're actually going like PSP.
Oh no.
Shite.
Is that coming across on stream, everyone?
How many LEDs is too many LEDs? There's no such thing as too many LEDs.
There's never too many.
If your device isn't melting for the amount of LEDs in it, then it's not enough LEDs.
That's right.
Admire.
No.
Always man.
No. Yeah.
But all the Vita's fucking handy dandy for hacking. Like, I have enjoyed it. And like I remember when I got it, like I was saying, like, oh, what games are there to play? And it's only now since I've done this, I've actually realised how many fucking games there are to play. Like, there are loads of fucking good titles on the game, on the system.
There are, and like, so one of the ones that John goes on about quite a lot is the Trails games. Trails to Cold Steel's on there, and Cold Steel 2, I think it is. So I'm actually tempted to sort of jump into that soon. But then I was like, I went down a bit of a rabbit hole because that series is like all over the place.
Is it Trails or Trials?
Trails. I don't know.
I think it's Trials, is it?
Yeah, probably. But
oh, it's Trails, I say, is it?
Okay, there you go. Trails to Cold Steel. But yeah, I've got Trails of a. Oh, what is it now?
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Nippy Slippy. Oh, there it is over there.
But yeah,
make us some money.
Games is on PSP.
You want to be famous, don't you?
You gotta work for your money, man. But no, like I said, I was gonna go to that, and then there's like, there's another game that came out on PSP, but it's Japanese, and so I've been looking into like how you add patches, English patches to stuff like that. So it's already set me off on a rabbit hole of stuff that I want to do with it. But yeah,
good man,
pretty fun. So there you go. There's one from KB. Will the Switch successor be better than the Switch, or will it follow the trends of the past and will not be as successful?
I don't think it's going to be as successful as the Switch. I think it might be better than the Switch. So I think it might follow the fact that, or it might be less successful, but a better console. Like I find it's like a good console, a bad console, a good console, bad console. Like I like all of them. I love all of them. But like there are some better, some worse. I think. And then I think the Switch 2 is going to perform as well as the Switch, based on like the pandemic and all that stuff, because I think a lot of the sales were for that. Like I think there was a big chunk of sales during the pandemic. Loads of people were kind of bored, so they just ordered Switches because they were cheap and available, whereas like PlayStation 5s and all that weren't. So I would say it's going to be better, but it's not going to be as successful.
I don't know. I mean, if it has the backwards compatibility, which I imagine it will do now, I think it probably will be, because kids who have already got a Switch may want to upgrade if they're doing like the new, I don't know, the new DLC game comes out on it and people want to play it. Like my son, it'll entice parents to then go out.
Well, that Final Fantasy, that Final Fantasy game you're talking about that comes.
No, your DLC.
They can run like a PS5.
No, your DLC game.
No, my DLC is not going to come on it because that was that one. They don't have to re-release it again.
No, they might bring out another.
But if it's backwards compatible, they don't have to. Oh, but apparently the next one's going to be a whole different experience, is what they've been saying.
Yeah, of course. No, it probably will be. No, it probably will, because am I right in saying that every single Zelda
Unreal 5. Unreal Engine 5, Ocarina of Time, make it happen.
Well. Do you know what game actually, sorry, you've just triggered something in my brain that I wanted to actually talk about very quickly. Do you know what game really needs to be re-released? Actually, this kind of goes into Sinlife's question. I tell you what, we'll answer that one and then I'll talk about what game I want remade. So Capcom have been churning out a fully fledged remakes of the Resident Evil series. What games would you like to see remade in the same manner? What games would you like to see from Capcom remade like they have done with the Resident Evil series?
For Capcom directly?
Yeah.
The only thing I can really think of would be Resident Evil 1. But they'd have to remake the GameCube remake. Or remake it in the style of RE2 remake.
But is there any other games that...
That's the one that really jumps out to mind. You know what they need to do? You know what they need to remake is fucking Ghosts and Ghouls. Because when they done a version of that there a couple of years ago, Ghosts and Goblins, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. They done was it Resurrection that came out last year or the year before? which is like the new one. Do you know what I mean?
It's
It came
somewhere
I
in
don't
there.
know what
It's
Switch
rattling
it was.
around, going,
But
I
if
know
they
what you're on
re-release
about
that,
that.
if they re-release
Yeah.
Ghosts and Goblins, that'd be fucking amazing.
That would
Not
be
necessarily
very cool.
Capcom directly, just using them as an example of a company that is just shitting out HD collections but full remakes.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to Silent Hill 2 remake. I do hope they go into the Silent Hill 1 remake. That'd be fucking great. I would love to see Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask remade in Unreal 5, because the teaser things we've seen, it like the fan made things with them, would be fucking amazing. And let's face it, the Switch now could handle it. I'd imagine the Switch 2 could fucking handle it in a baller. What else? Like the Quake 2 the Quake 2 release that came out a couple of weeks ago was fucking flawless.
Honestly, that game is absolutely stunning. I adore that. That little update is like next level. It's so good, so good.
Kenzo be there says it'd be amazing to get the older Tomb Raider games remade. That would be cool. That would be awesome.
Well, they did re-release them.
No, they reimagined them.
True. Yeah, no, that wasn't a
They're kind of pish.
But do you know what series come to my mind? And even though they're still churning out games for this series, one of the ones that sort of stuck out for me was Dead Rising. I'd like to see a Dead Rising 2, because I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I thought that was a ton of fun. The zombie
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
There's like 5 Dead Rising games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if I could have a game that was redone. From the ground up.
Did you know,
like they have done?
Did you know, like Dead Rising 4? I love that one.
I didn't say I didn't like Dead Rising 4. I wasn't talking
but
about.
it's basically
we're talking about. Yeah,
I know we're talking about remakes, but what I'm saying is like it's the same game, but it's like a it's like a modernized version of it. So it's almost like.
I like the story too, though. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
But no, do you know what? Like it's not Capcom. But one game that I really, really have wanted, and I've actually wanted this for donkey's years, is Simpsons Hit and Run. That game was phenomenal.
Fucking right, 100%.
Because we were talking about that the other week, weren't we? Saying that there is an actual render. Someone's redone that in like full HD, res, whatever. They've done it. And it looks incredible, and I want that game. I want that game back. That game is amazing. So,
okay, that would be good though.
Yeah.
Sin with the hot take there says he'd rather see a Silent Hill 4 remake. That is a hot take. I actually didn't mind Silent Hill 4. It's a good standalone game, but it's that kind of thing where, fucking Operation Raccoon City for Resident Evil. Like if that was just a standalone shooter game, it would be alright. Yeah. But if they've tacked on the Resident Evil brand.
What about Parasite Eve? That'd be another good one.
I never played that. Dino Crisis would be amazing.
Oh, Dino Crisis is another good one. Yeah. There you go.
Why they're re-releasing Turok 3, another fucking N64 game that's getting re-released for current gens.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I didn't get on with Turok, but that's fair. I
fucking love Turok. I'm going to be doing a Turok video soon.
Ooh.
Because I've got all the Turok games on all the systems. So that's the plan. Because mind, I got that one for the fucking Game Boy, the GBA that was fucking. It's like Contra. It's amazing. Evolution, I think it was. Oh my god, so good.
Oh yeah, you enjoyed that, didn't you?
It's like Dinosaur Contra. It was one. No, I enjoyed it, but the biggest thing was like I wasn't expecting much of it. Then I started playing it, and then I was like 2 hours later, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it was so fucking good.
Can't fault it.
John says if it has backwards compatibility and sticks with the same format but beefed it up, will be successful. If it doesn't have backwards, then it's a nope. The catalog is massive. Like this is like the DS and 3DS. That's very true. I'd imagine they'll stick with the same hardware. I can't imagine them ditching the cards. The weird thing is though, have you seen them? Have you seen the people opening up the Switch cards?
No.
And it's like the NES cards used to be. So like the Switch case is like that size, say. Yeah. But, like the board inside is like half the size of the actual cartridge.
No way.
Aye, there's like some games where it's like fucking just a tiny wee board, like the biggest thing on it.
SD cards are getting so small now.
That's another thing. Like if they can figure out how to boost the transfer speeds for an SD card, then you're fucking laughing. Like, because imagine if they release like a fucking terabyte game, Obviously, the data read speeds would need to be
Let me
off the
just throw
fucking
this
chart.
out there as well, right?
No, you can't.
What would you think, right, if they released the Switch 2?
A Switch?
A Switch 2, but it only had like an SSD in it, and everything was digital. How would you feel about that?
Oh, I'd be torn. Like, I would be strongly torn if everything's digital. I think if they'd done that, that would be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think there'd be any need for a fully digital, like, to only release a digital version. I didn't think there's any point. If they released an SSD version and a cartridge slot version, then maybe fair enough. But like if I had an SSD, I mean, I wouldn't be on board with that at all. Like,
unfortunately, obviously, that's the way things are going. Like, it's on its way out. Physical collections. I think this generation right now that we're in may be the last of the physical, gaming sort of stuff. Like, obviously, when the Switch 2 comes out, I reckon that'll be physical. But I think after that, then I think that's probably going to be the cutoff point, and they're going to go, everything's digital now, guys. Deal with it. And I don't know if I'm ready for that.
See, this is where I harken back to the PlayStation Store. Mind I said when I got my Vita, I was able to download the games I bought on my PSP Go.
You did.
So I keep forgetting the
You
name.
did.
Ages ago. Like, if they managed to find a way to, like, amalgamate all your accounts, like, all the things you've bought on Nintendo, all the things for all the different consoles, if there's a way you can amalgamate them all into one that shows you your purchases, and then you can re-download it onto that new console, that'd be fucking amazing. But then when it comes to new releases, then it's down to devs then, if devs only want to release digital. Well, I don't know actually then, I suppose, because it'd be down to the console then, because if the console was solely digital, they would only release digital.
Yeah,
I couldn't see them doing it, to be honest. Like, at least making that the only choice, they would need, like, if they done
look
that,
at the PlayStation, right? So the PlayStation 5 released straight off the bat. It was like, we have the disc version, but here we have the digital version as well, like side by side.
That's what I'm saying. If you got the choice between the two, but if it's only digital, no.
What I'm saying is I genuinely feel like the next generation that comes out, so your PS6s, your Xbox Series, what's after X, Y,
or fucking Microsoft, there'll be Cucumber or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
The way they fucking label their consoles, stupid cunts.
And then the Switch, if it even is by that point, they might have a different name for it by that point. But my point is that I genuinely feel like, especially now with all these sort of Steam Decks, Ioneos, your ROG Allies, all that kind of stuff, I think that's probably the way a lot of companies are going. I was just thinking, right, well, we'll build, we got the storefronts, we'll just have everyone buy digital and not release. And these things that we collect then will be very much a thing of the past. Do you know what I mean?
Like their thing is digital. Like their only media is digital.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like consoles in the next generation are going to go that way. Which is sad because,
I don't think so yet. I think they're going to make a big push on cloud gaming and stream gaming and stuff like that. I can't see a full blown.
The internet needs to sort its shit out first, because nobody, like, as you can see, my internet is potato internet. It doesn't really function that well.
That's because you live in a fucking hill, and there's probably some sheep pulling your internet across the fucking path, across the field with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why yours is shit. My internet is great.
Absolutely right.
My internet's fantastic. My internet's great. Just need this internet.
I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. We're gonna be the last sort of generation of a dying breed of people that buy games physically. Like, I just see it coming. Do you know what I mean?
I think the last gen was like 2 or 3 gens ago. Like, I think the Wii U and like the PlayStation 3, I think they were all the last gens that people are going to collect for. Like, I think it's going to slowly start to phase into digital, like you're saying, or it has been over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, like, I see where you're coming from, but why do you think those were the last ones?
Say again?
Why do you think those ones were the last ones?
It's because I think that was before all the big push for digital came, because there was the digital stores and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they
But
weren't
like,
primary.
but they weren't the main thing. Like after that, then we like the Switch and the PlayStation 4 and 5 became big for digital media then, because like a lot of the things that I like about physical, and I think you might be the same, is like when you get it and you physically go it in your hand, that's yours.
It's the tangible thing with it.
Aye.
Yeah, it's the fact that you actually have something that you own. You know that it's physical, it's property, it's all that kind of stuff. It's in your hands. You can mess about with it. You can read it. You can, I mean, we both.
I didn't hear a
talked
word
about
you
this
said
before.
there. I don't know what the fuck is going on with your audio. You
Oh,
looked
no.
very, very passionate there, but I can see what's.
Is this coming through on stream, or is it?
I don't.
Just
it could just be me.
inside?
I don't know, because I'm hearing. It only seems to be when you start getting enthused, then it starts to fucking go.
No. I get excited, and the audio is just like bump. There you go. Stream audio is fine. Cool. Right. Okay. So what I'm saying though is that we are probably slowly becoming the last generation of the guys that remember like going to a store, picking up a game, on the bus home, reading the manual, sitting on the toilet going, how do I do this? All that kind of stuff. The old school ways of that. Like now it'd be like, oh, I remember when I bought that on the digital store.
But when nobody's going to remember that though.
No, they're not. Exactly.
Like, when you have the memory, actually having to get off your arse to go and get it. And like it might have taken you an hour to go and get it, and it's going to come to a point where it's going to take you half an hour to download it.
Yeah.
But like nobody's going to be like, oh, remember the time I had to download that game, and then we sat and played it, and then I downloaded another one, because there's thousands of fucking games. Whereas back in the day, like, you did like, even with the Game Pass and stuff like that, you've got access to fucking loads of games. You can start a game, start a game, and no go back to the first two and then download another 10.
You're absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine with that. But it's like even now I find like recently, obviously, like the last time you were over, you let my little lad play on Zelda, the DLC game, and he remembers now. He's like, oh, remember when Graham let me play on his game and he helped me with that boss, and then you came back and you had the game for me. He remembers all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like when it comes to digital, you don't go, oh yeah, I remember I came home on that Tuesday. I spent 10 minutes on the toilet and then made myself a Rustlers and then I downloaded that game. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking Rustlers. You know what we should do? We'll go back to the chat, because I feel like we've kind of abandoned the chat just
sorry,
now.
I went off on a tangent. Hey, Eric, welcome in.
We'll have Eric. What's happening? Okama Game Sphere when?
Oh god,
that's going to be the fucking next thing. Where are we? The era of owning nothing is being licensed to everything, which has an inherent time limit on availability to begin with. So fucking true. Audio's fine, great. I keep a stack of PS2 game cases beside the box so I can do some quality reading. Fucking amazing idea, because I've got a box full of fucking. You mind the old cheap manuals you used to get?
Yeah.
All the time you came over, I used to pull them out, like, look at it.
Yeah,
and I remember getting the Doom 64 one, and I was absolutely creaming, because the guy had like all his cheats and his notes written in the back. I was like, oh man, let's see what this guy.
Those were good times.
That was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I'll miss store shelves. I do miss going to Tesco and Sainsbury's as well. I do miss going into Tesco and Sainsbury's and stuff like that as well, and seeing loads of games. Like I went into when I was over in Edinburgh, I went into Game in Waverley Market, and it's the most game shop. It's the most game shop I think I've been in a long time. That isn't like secondhand CEX stuff. Yeah, because like it was a good 75% games. Yeah, and then there was like a kind of toy bit. I think that's why GameStop over here, or just in general, has went to shit, because it's just 95% fucking fluff. Like it's just all these stupid fucking collectibles and just stuff that you might get at Christmas time, but you're not going to go out on a fucking random Wednesday when the new fucking Pikachu plush drops or whatever. Like,
I got a question. Do Dunes, do they sell games?
Dunes, no. Yeah. Literally, the only mainstream place over here that sells games is CX. That's like after that, there's a few retro gaming shops. We've only got a few. Like there's only a fucking few decent ones over here.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, glorified Funko Pop shop.
Aye, basically, aye. All your fucking knickknacks, and even then, they're all fucking ridiculously priced as well. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely right. Yeah, I find that a bit sad because again, it's a sign of the times, you know. And I mean, CX will probably be going for a long while yet because there's a long way to go before you reach where we're at now in terms of like, you know, people wanting to buy their past and all that kind of stuff. But
like
yeah.
I used to work in like a fucking, it was basically like a pawn shop type setup. You know, it was one of these like, you know, basically like a pawn shop. I like, you know, put your stuff, bring your stuff in, loan
You went to a
against it.
porno shop?
A pawn shop.
Is
I
that
used to
is
work
that one of those
in a pawn
seedy
shop.
little dark, you know, places?
Listen, there was nothing fucking seedy about you. It was fucking magnificent, top tier. None of your fucking garbage, fucking sticky flair and fucking dirty magazines. This was fucking.
Aw.
Fucking watch yourself, kid. You fucking watch it, or I'll fucking take you to the bad one.
Yeah.
I used to work in a pawn shop.
Listen. I've told you this. Don't threaten.
Didn't threaten me with a good time. I know. I know
Don't
you're
you dare
messing
threaten me with a good time.
Listen, I've taken that dungeon I took you to 10 years ago.
Can we go back there one day?
That was the
we
good
need
one.
to go back. We need to reminisce.
Oh, 100%.
You know. Let's get him over. Johnny boy.
Let's go to
you to
Edinburgh.
the dungeon. Spoiler.
I've not got a roof to take you to, but I'll find something. Somebody to take it to.
Oh, we'll take him to
Anyway,
we'll
what I was saying was, I used to work in a pawn shop style place where you used to bring in your stuff and loan against it and get cash and then pay it back and so on and so forth. The amount of fucking money that they made on video games back then was off the fucking chart. And I had a moderate knowledge of video games. Like, they were getting in like fucking Xbox whatever's at the time for like £100, and people weren't coming by and picking them up. Like, people were bringing in like fucking PlayStation 4s and fucking everything like that when they were brand new, like getting like £100, and then you'd never see them again. So and then it would sell for like 400 or 500 fucking quid then at the time, obviously, because it was
it
was brand new.
That's
like
crazy.
But it's the same with video games and stuff like that. Like, you buying fucking new games for like £1 or £5. Now, that being said, sometimes, you know, you take advantage of somebody's situation, you get a game for cheap because, you know, they're struggling, and you'd be a bastard, but, you know, business. And like, that's why CX is going to be around for a while. It's for stuff like that. Like,
I agree.
but when
I absolutely agree.
physical starts to go at the door, then that's when CX is going to start going at the door.
Yeah.
There's only so one thing I will say. 64 you can buy.
One thing I will say with the UK though is John actually makes a point here. He does often text me with these fines and these buys that he gets because and my buddy who used to live in Manchester, he was exactly the same. He'd text me being like, "I got this brand new game for like £5," because they apparently Asda are known for doing like clear outs. So they will get a whole load of stock in, they'll sell whatever it is in the meantime, and then if it doesn't sell within a certain point, they'll bung it on offer for like £5 and then job done. So but that only seems to be in the northern half of the country because that never happens down here. Whenever at one point my buddy texted me, it was PS4 and he was getting like, oh no, that was it was PS4 and 3DS games, and they were doing 3DS games for like £1 a pop. They were doing PS4 games for like £5, and I at that point went to every single Tesco's that I could reach within about a 20-mile radius just to see if there was anything. And I was seeing it online as well. I was seeing it on, you know, the various Facebook groups that are out there, like, oh yeah, quick, get to your local Tesco's, da, 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 da. And it was wild because, you know, you getting some absolute steals. But no, yeah, there you go. Far Cry 6, the brand new one, PS5 for £5. It's unbelievable. But down here it just doesn't happen. So it's all make believe to me. So I just end up not bothering now. But yeah, that's a thing that is still currently going on in Asda's only. I don't see games in Tesco's or Sainsbury's anymore. Asda does, but like I said, they're all the retail price that you would expect to pay anyway. So yeah, that's the thing. Sure. That's the thing.
Chris made a good point there about Smiths as well. Like, I've got a few fucking good ones for Smiths.
Oh yeah.
Like when I got Tunic, like didn't see that anywhere else. Like
how
Tunic,
much did you get that for?
It's like 45, I think.
That's not bad.
That's fucking
not bad at all for a collector's edition.
Aye, like a wee special edition. Fucking Tunic. But no, I'd hate to see the demise of physical game shops.
It's gonna happen.
Aye. It's going to be a while, like, but that's it.
Yeah,
That
Argos
tunic
is
special
one.
ed is lovely. We've not got Argos here. We've not got Argos over here anymore.
Yep, that went from you guys, but I will say Argos do occasionally, like they've merged with Sainsbury's now over in the UK. So like, I don't think there's many I don't think there's that many stores left of like just dedicated Argoses. Most of them are in Sainsbury's now. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, no, they occasionally do the good deals. I remember that.
Argos were good over here for SD cards as well. Like they would sell, they would have like SD cards for fucking Amazon prices almost like.
Oh wow, yeah, that's not bad. Yes, the 3DS games from Asda, I did actually buy a bulk load of them when that happened. So that's where most of my 3DS collection comes from. Before I hacked the fuck out of it.
Good man. You hacked your 3DS now, have you?
Not yet. That's my next one on my list. I need to buy some more SD cards. Speaking about that, I was looking on Amazon the other day, and the Samsung Evos are going for a decent price at the moment. So I'm thinking next payday I might just buy like 12 of them.
Hell yeah! Going to need a few SD cards for Portland, I'm going to say.
Well, that's the other thing, because the only spare SD card I have is a 32 gigabyte, and that's going to be filled up in a day. Do you know what I mean? Like when we go over to Portland, it's not going to happen. So I need to get some backup SD cards.
I'm going to get a couple of power banks as well. You know, the portable battery packs like that.
Yep, I've got one. I might invest in another as well.
I'm going to get a big one just so we didn't run out of space or batteries. That being said, I'll make all these plans and I'll be recording for about fucking 10 minutes when I'm in Portland. So it'll be you doing all the editing because it'll be you doing all the fucking recording.
I've just purchased, and that's KB's fault. I've just purchased myself a brand new camera, which is really good. So I am excited to use that. I've just got to get an ND filter for when we're away. But apart from that, that's a very capable camera. It's come with a little microphone and all that kind of stuff. Yep, see, KB knows. It is absolutely KB's fault. I had no intentions of buying a camera. It was purely gonna be my phone, and that was it. And then KB's like, "Oh, got this cool camera, it's really good." And I was like, "Actually, that looks kind of decent."
That's all it took. KB's like, "I'll go this new camera. I'll get as well then. I'll get as well."
No, it wasn't that straightforward. But I was like, "Oh, that's actually quite tasty." And then after I watched about
right there, KB's like, "Go new camera. I'm getting new camera as well."
The
burger as well.
Oh, I definitely want a burger. Oh,
I love a fucking burger.
Let's go for a burger. Go for a burger.
Mel begs to differ.
Oh no, what's happened now?
There's James being caught busted. It was definitely that straightforward. Don't let him let you get it.
Oh yeah, you were on the phone to me.
I was on the phone with you. Got 100%. I'd say KB wasn't even finished the sentence. I go into camera. I got one as well. What camera did you get? That one? Oh, that's the one. That's the one I got.
What I got. No, I did a bit of research first, and I went, yeah, actually, no, that's the one I want.
Was your research just KB? KB, is it good? Yes. Alright, guys, that's my research.
Yeah. Oh. I would get most of my stuff through recommendations.
No. Jesus.
I know. That's what happens. But no, I absolutely cannot wait to use that thing over there. Because it's got a built-in gimbal. And that's like a big thing. Because I remember you showing me gimbals. Because you've got that fancy one, haven't you?
I've got the one for my phoneo.
Yeah, you're bringing that with you.
100%.
Oh,
I'm only bringing that and the lapel mics.
Excellent.
And that's it. I might see if I can pick up a cheapy tripod maybe somewhere. Just for stuff like that. That's about it. For like in-room hotel shots and you know the bed
for the after dark shots. Yeah. That's the bit everyone wants to see. Oh, fantastic! There you go.
We're actually going to start fucking everything's sorted for Portland, but I'm actually going to start like properly getting things sorted now. Like,
yeah. No, it's getting super close. So, well, what was it we said? Episode 19 we should be in Portland.
20.
Episode 19 and 20. No, I think episode 19 was Portland. Episode 20 was Seattle. So,
but it's what, 5 weeks?
33 days.
33 days.
Yeah, so just over a month, just over 4 weeks. It's gonna be good. I know, I gotta get all my stuff. Yeah, 35 days from now, so yeah, that would be 33 for us. So yeah, we're gonna have to start getting down stuff. So if you see in videos just the nonsense that's back here, that's what it is. Can I point out my cool Google light as well?
Oh, the Moogle. Who got you that?
Yeah.
That's cool. I bet somebody
Yeah.
really cool got you that.
Someone who I know who is very cool got me that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Mel.
Oh,
I love it. Honestly,
name drop
it
everything.
is gonna go up over here somewhere at some point, but I just been busy doing stuff. So yeah, I'm hyped. So yeah, but there we go. I think have you got anything else you want to talk about?
Probably
Probably.
take us on. Nothing. I said, to be honest, like I've been modding my N64 all day. I've came up with a cool new mod that I'm going to show in another video. It's generally dicking around, to be honest. There's nothing really else going on.
Yeah. No, that's great.